Boom.
Yes. What's good, everybody? Slightly tired, Jack, today. But we're bringing that badger in here. Get that badger up in here. Up and about. Running around and in and about it. She's in, she's here. He's here. It's not a she, it's a he. Apologies. Clout Chaser is back. Cut me and I bleed subscribers. Let's have it. 5K's in, buzzing about it. Interview we did yesterday, like 12 minutes long or so, 15 minutes long. Really good, really liked him. Got me a bit excited. Seemed really keen to just get going. None of this nonsense talk like marshmallow. It's just no bullshit. Just like, I don't want to talk about my strategy, my football type. You all know what it is, like possession based. He doesn't want to do it. He wants to get cracking. He wants it to happen on the pitch, and then he knows we'll all be behind him. He was saying that the minimum is that they work hard. He really does believe. He says he can't promise anything, but what he can promise is the team will work hard, etc. And he'll get them rocking and rolling, which is where I'm about. That's what's good. So, Robin Koch is off. Definitely going to Frankfurt on loan. This is all from Phillips. Aronson is off to Berlin next week, apparently. Llorente is off to Roma, and Roca and Christensen, their transfers have been slightly stalled. So there's some talk that Christensen's transfer has fallen through. Less so with Roca, but apparently it's not very nearly done yet. Apparently Harrison hasn't come back to training, although he has reported for pre-season. But he hasn't trained. But apparently he's got a bit of a hip injury, so that's why he hasn't been seen in training. But training has really been like every photo. I don't know whether it's deliberate, but it's been really focused on youngsters like Rutter and Geldart and Greenwood and all that stuff. Even when 5K were there other day, or yesterday, whatever it was. It was only really Bamford, Cooper and Ayling that I really saw. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but they were like, just when they were running there with the front three, and then all young lads Gabby and everybody else were behind him. Robbles, the big lanky freak, apparently hasn't come back for training, so obviously he got released to some extent, him and Forshaw, but they got asked if they wanted to come back for pre-season training. But he's apparently not sure what he wants to do, so he hasn't come back. So it is all really starting to happen now. There's talks of Charlie Taylor coming back. Obviously, everybody will remember Charlie Taylor spent a long time in Championship with us. He's still only 29, so he'd be ripe and ready to go, wouldn't he, really? Firpo was on about pre-season. He got all clobber on and that, so whether he's staying or not. I'm starting to wonder whether they're actually going to go, some of these players now. Talking about Sinisteri, be fit and ready for Cardiff. I mean, people are really saying that we need to keep hold of Sinisteri, and I do get it, but I mean, if he has anything like an injury season that we had last year, it'll be, you know, it's just more frustrating than it is all else. Especially in Championship, you need like players that can play like minimum 30 games, don't you? Yeah, so but that I'd be up for bringing Charlie Taylor back in left back. Or there's a gadge called Ryan Manning from Swansea. His contract's ending. He's a left back. So they're the two that they're looking at. Still looking at that Phillips, the centre back from Liverpool. So we've got a left back, a centre back. People discussing a striker, obviously, that'd be mint competition. Are they going to look to try to push Rutter into the side? I hope they are. Whether or not he's good enough, only time will tell. Sam Greenwood, there's obviously Archie Gray, Somerville. You know, there's loads to develop. There's loads of stuff to go at. Geldart's coming back. Dan James will be coming back. It's going to really start to heat up. There's talks that Tyler Adams is still in Barbados and he ain't come back, but there's apparently like he's still injured, so they're not sure whether that's just the articles I've read, not sure whether he's moving or whether he's just not come back off his holiday yet. Yes.
The way they've been, the results they've had, 1 defeat in 13. I've got Muppets from Leeds talking about pressures on us and Bamford and Forshaw and a couple of others, and it's over to you and this, that and the other. They got beat 7 times since Christmas. We've been beaten once. We've set it up from Christmas to be in the race.
Boom.
JackCity, bitch. JackCity, bitch.